Friends, looking forward to this Sunday. It's going to be an interesting set of verses. Comes from the Book of Kings. We don't preach much about Solomon. Probably some reasons for that at times, but I'll be honest with you. I think you're going to find a bit of a surprise. This is the dedication of the temple, big moment in the Old Testament, and Solomon actually offers a prayer. And I think you'll be surprised at both the depth and the breadth of the prayer. He's able to kind of capture the paradox of a God that's uncontainable and yet accessible. So come and join me as we wander into these verses and have a conversation with God and each other on Sunday, this coming Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. And that's always been a special tradition here at Central. There will be the imposition of the ashes, some special music. The service will begin six at 6 o'clock. It's usually a 45, 50-minute service, but it is a wonderful way for us to prepare our hearts for the journey that we call Lent. Speaking of Lent, we're going to have a special series this year based on Jim Harnish's book, Finding Your Bearings. In just a moment, you'll have a chance to stay with us and see a conversation that Luke and I had with Jim, and he will actually be here with us one of the Sundays, preaching conversationally. So I want you to listen to this. This is a wonderful way for us to really get anticipatory about the days of Lent together. God bless you. This is a special moment for me to be reunited with a friend we started together in Florida years ago, and now our lives come back around, and we're going to be led by this special friend Jim Harnish, his book that's just come out, and I got a hold of it a few weeks ago, and I said, "This is a Lenten series." But then what became kind of quizzical to me was wanting to have a moment with Jim and say, "Jim, I got a feeling that this came out of the last 2 years of your observations of life, church, and beyond. Is there truth to that?"
You bet. And Rob, it's great to be connected with you too. Our paths have overlapped and bumped into each other all these years, and it's good to be connected with the life that is going on there at Central. And yes, it emerged in two ways. First was a suggestion of looking at where Jesus quotes the Old Testament, not where he fulfills the Old Testament promises or whatever, but where Jesus actually drew on the words of the Old Testament. And that prompted a study of all those places. It got me thinking about, well, where did he get this stuff? I mean, how did his life with Mary and Joseph and in the synagogue, how did all this get embedded in him so that when he needed it, there was a word there to give him guidance? And as I was working on that, along came 2020 with the just converging crises that pushed in on us. And I was realizing that many of the places where Jesus drew on the Old Testament were in decisive moments in his life, when either he or the disciples around him had to make a hard choice or face crises and change. So that's how it came together. And all of a sudden I said, wow, uh, this is the way Jesus might be present with me and with others as we find our way first through the pandemic and the racial reckoning and the economic crisis and the political polarization. Out of the midst of that, how do we find our way into the future that grows out of the way Jesus lived through those and can give us guidance from the, so that's how it merged. And it has been a really important journey for me in my own life. And so I'm grateful when it's helpful to others.
And the name of the book, Finding Your Bearings. And there's even the possibility that we're going to get our schedules together, and Jim might even be here. We'll have a conversational sermon together.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
we'll see what'll happen. Jim, we're so excited. Thanks for the book first and your work to do that, and thanks for being with us and talking about it with us and giving your time. And folks that are watching this video, a link to buy Jim's book will be below. We'll have some in the office, and we'll be using this each week when we preach through the Lenten
Great
series.
use, small groups, Sunday school classes,
Yeah.
journey
Journey
groups.
groups.
It's got good discussion questions.
I mean, if you have any trouble, Patrick's email will be down there too, and you can email Patrick and he'll help you get that set up. Jim, thanks so much.
Great to be with you, Jim.
Thank you. Looking forward to Lent with Central.
Good. Thanks.